After analyzing data from over 174 million vehicles, one pattern becomes impossible to ignore. The most expensive mistakes car owners make have nothing to do with the car. They have everything to do with the myths they believe about it. Today, I am exposing 5 of the biggest myths about Japanese cars. Not opinions, verified facts backed by class action lawsuits, manufacturer documentation, and real repair costs. These 5 beliefs are costing American car owners thousands of dollars every single year, and most of them have no idea. Let's start with the one that surprises people the most. Myth number 1. Every Japanese car is bulletproof. This is the myth that costs people the most money because it leads to complacency before the purchase. Yes, Toyota and Lexus have earned their reliability reputation over decades, and that reputation is largely deserved. Data confirms Toyota has a 17.8% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, more than triple the industry average of 4.8%. But that halo does not extend to every Japanese brand or every model within a brand. Take Nissan. For years, Nissan installed Jatco CVT transmissions inside millions of Rogues, Altimas, Sentras, and Pathfinders. These transmissions were not failing at 100,000 miles. They were failing at 20,000 to 30,000 miles. Nissan settled a $277 million class action lawsuit specifically over this issue. Subaru's older engines had head gasket failures so widespread that Subaru extended factory warranties to cover them. It was not a rare defect. It was a systematic problem. The lesson is this: the badge on the hood is not a warranty. Before buying any used Japanese vehicle, look up the specific model year on the NHTSA complaints database. 10 minutes of reading before purchase could save you $5,000 after it. Myth number 2. Transmission fluid is lifetime fluid. You never need to change it. This single myth is responsible for more destroyed transmissions than any mechanical defect I have ever seen in the data. Here is where the myth comes from. North American market documentation from manufacturers labels certain fluids as lifetime. But if you pull Toyota's own technical documentation for other global markets, Japan, Europe, Australia, you find 60,000-mile service intervals written right there in the manual. The same fluid, the same car, different label depending on where you bought it. The fluid is not lifetime. The marketing is lifetime. Here's what actually happens inside your transmission when you ignore fluid changes. Heat and friction break down the fluid's protective additives. The fluid darkens. It loses viscosity. Metal particles from normal wear begin to accumulate. At 80,000 miles on original fluid, transmission internals can look like they have been running on coffee grounds. The damage is already done. The repair cost for a CVT replacement, $5,000 to $8,000. The cost of a drain and fill fluid service every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, $150. One important note: drain and fill, not flush. A full flush on a high-mileage transmission with degraded fluid can dislodge built-up deposits and cause immediate failure. Drain and fill only. Gradual is safer. The owners hitting 200,000 miles on their transmissions are not lucky. They are disciplined. Myth number 3. You need to warm up your engine for 10 minutes in cold weather. This advice was correct in 1965. Modern engines do not have carburetors. They have electronic fuel injection and computer-controlled systems that begin compensating for cold temperatures the moment you turn the key. A modern engine needs 30 to 60 seconds of idle time, just enough for oil pressure to build and for oil to reach the top of the engine. That is all. After that, driving gently at low RPM warms the engine to operating temperature approximately twice as fast as idling does. The engine generates heat under load far more efficiently than sitting still. Here is the damage that extended cold idling actually causes. On direct injected engines, which covers most modern Japanese cars, fuel is injected directly into the cylinder. This means intake valves never get washed by fuel. Carbon builds up over time. Extended idling makes this worse by introducing unburned fuel vapor into the cylinder walls, which strips the oil film from the cylinder wall surface. The correct procedure: start the engine, wait 30 to 60 seconds, drive gently for the first 2 miles, keep RPM below 2,500. The engine reaches full operating temperature in 3 to 5 minutes of driving. That is it. Myth number 4. The oil change interval debate. 3,000 miles is too often. 10,000 miles is too long. Both numbers are wrong for the majority of drivers. 3,000 miles was the correct interval for conventional oil in older engine designs. With full synthetic in a modern Japanese engine, you are changing oil that still has substantial, useful life remaining. 10,000 miles is a manufacturer recommendation optimized for highway driving, warm climates, and long continuous trips. It is not designed for city driving, cold climates, or short trips, which describes the majority of American daily driving. For most modern Japanese engines running full synthetic, 5,000 to 7,500 miles is the correct interval. But there is a critical exception that affects over 1 million vehicles. Honda's 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, fitted to the 2016 through 2021 Civic, CR-V, and Accord, has a documented fuel dilution problem. In cold weather and during short trips, unburned gasoline bypasses the piston rings and mixes directly into the engine oil. The oil level rises above the full mark. The oil smells like gasoline. Honda acknowledged this defect. Extended warranties on affected vehicles. Multiple class action lawsuits were settled. If you own a 2016 to 2021 model with the 1.5 turbo and drive primarily short trips in cold weather, change your oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, regardless of what the maintenance minder says. Honda fixed this on 2022 and newer models, but the older generation needs attention. The warning signs: oil level reading above full, oil smelling like fuel. Both of these mean change your oil now. Myth number 5. Reliable cars are always cheap to fix. Parts cost and repair cost are two completely different numbers. This myth confuses them constantly. Parts for many Japanese vehicles are inexpensive and widely available. That is a genuine advantage. But labor is the other half of every repair bill. The Honda Odyssey starter motor is a clear example. The part itself is affordable, but on the V6 engine, the starter sits directly beneath the intake manifold. Accessing it requires removing substantial surrounding components. What should be a 1-hour repair becomes 3 to 4 hours of labor at $150 per hour. A $90 part becomes a $500 to $600 repair. Subaru's Boxer engines have similar characteristics. Certain components that are simple on conventional engines require more time to access. Driving labor costs higher than owners expect. This is not a reason to avoid these vehicles. It is a reason to research before you buy. Before purchasing any vehicle, spend 5 minutes looking up the 3 most common repair items for that specific model year. Look up the labor hours, not just the parts cost. Sites like RepairPal and model-specific forums will give you real numbers from real owners. This 5 minutes of research could shift your decision entirely. 5 myths, all of them costing real owners real money right now. The badge means nothing without the maintenance record. Change your transmission fluid. Know your specific engine and its documented problems. Research before you buy, not after. If this video saved you money or changed how you think about your car, subscribe, because next week I am covering the reset procedure that dealers charge around $200 for. You can do it yourself in under 10 minutes at zero cost. Your dealer will never tell you it exists. Drop your model and year in the comments right now. Tell me which of these 5 myths you believe before watching. I read every single one.